Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your October the 17th, just for today, in a meditation. I hope you're doing well this morning. Getting a late start for all of you Mac users out there. Beware, the update takes forever, and then everything is glitchy afterwards. So I wish you the best. It's been almost an hour and a half trying to get to the taping. So I'm grateful that I'm up and running. The title of the meditation for today is The Truth. Everything we know is subject to revision, especially what we know about the truth. That comes from the basic text, page 94. Many of us thought we could recognize the truth. We believed the truth was one thing, certain and unchanging, which we could grasp easily and without question. The real truth, however, was that we often couldn't see the truth if it hit us square in the face. Our disease colored everything in our lives, especially our perception of the truth. In fact, what we knew about the truth nearly killed us. Before we could begin to recognize truth, we had to switch our allegiance from our addiction to a higher power, the source of all that is good and true. The truth has changed, as our faith in a higher power has grown. As we've worked the steps, our entire lives have begun to change through the healing power of the principles of recovery. In order to open the door for that change, we have had to surrender our attachment to an unchanging and rigid truth. The truth becomes purer and simpler each time we encounter it. And just as the steps work in our lives every day, if we allow them, our understanding of the truth may change each day as we grow. Just for today, I will open my eyes and my heart to the changes brought about by the steps. With an open mind, I could understand the truth in my life today. Now let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? Just for today, please and thank you. I almost said the wisdom to know the truth. And that's very interesting to me because I attribute truth with the same thing that is mentioned here. It's absolute, right? But in the wisdom to know the difference, right? There's a piece of me that wants to say, the wisdom to know the difference between what's true and what's not true, what I can change and what I can't. That takes a lot of spirituality or spiritual open-mindedness and willingness, spiritual honesty to be able to pray that prayer and actually see the fruit of it, to see it happen. Because what happens sometimes is that the truth will present itself, and because we don't like it, we're so used to altering it. So we will alter it, oftentimes with a lie, and try to say that this is still the truth. And then when we act in a manner as though that is the real deal, that the real truth, right? We're sort of developing this self-prophecy or self-will for a situation. And we act on it and we go through it, somewhere in the back of our mind, realizing that we have altered the truth, especially if we're not using. We have altered it to some degree to fit what we want it to be. So we go ahead and we act on that. still claiming this is the real deal. This is the truth. And then the essence of it, the result of it, is based on the essence of it, which means that I cannot act a certain way and not expect to get a certain result. So if I'm in a situation and I'm telling lies, I'm lying by omission, I am switching the truth to some degree to fit my benefit. At the end of the day, when the situation is all done and said, and I'm not satisfied with what I receive, wasn't what I was expecting. The expectation, not only was it unrealistic, it was not based on the real truth. It was based on me compromising. It was based on me developing an illusion of something that I wanted, an infatuation when I knew it wasn't love. We do it all of the time. But here's the thing. We have been given another opportunity to reanalyze every situation that we're involved in and really take an inventory on it as to whether or not it's true or partly true. And then we move forward in that with that full awareness that instead of having a basket of all apples, I have a basket of some very reddish orange peaches and apples. Or instead of having all apples, I have some oranges and apples. We get to determine what it is we are actually working with and prepare ourselves for those results. That's why I say when a relationship is based on dishonesty, and that has been an ongoing piece, it may change, but it takes wisdom for me to be able to realize that not only can I not change the person I'm interacting with, I probably will continue to get the same result. And I need to make a decision about whether or not I'm willing to deal with that result based on my own experience. This is a very beautiful meditation, and I hope that you will have a beautiful day considering the truth. Because everything that we know is subject to revision, especially what we know about the truth. The more information I gather, the more recovery I gather, the more practice I get. It's amazing how the things that I saw last year don't look the same way today, let alone the things I thought were the truth 30 years ago. And I have survived, but there have been times when I did not think that I would. And it was because I had altered, right? Self-imposed pain. I had altered the truth to fit my needs. As we know, self-centeredness is at the core of our disease. Today, I hope that you will move forward in the spirit of this meditation and have a beautiful day on purpose. Talk to you soon.